Today we're here with Mark William at Theater Pizzazz, and I know that Mark has so much to tell us aside from his upcoming show, which is brand new at the Green Room 42 on September 25th. But I'm not going to talk that much because everybody wants to hear what's going on right from you. So Mark William, where have you been the past year and a half? Let's start with that.
Well, my last New York performance was at the Green Room on March 6th of 2020. And a couple weeks later, I drove out to Ohio so that I could spend some time not stuck in my apartment for this pandemic. And I stayed there for 14 months. So
a long hiatus out of New York, to say the least.
Definitely. There was nice things about it. I got time with my mom and family and stuff like that. But I am definitely glad to be back. I got back at the end of May and moved to Hell's Kitchen and have been lucky to almost pick up where I left off. And, things have actually been happening.
Well, I know that there's a lot of things that have been happening, and it's kind of amazing. It's almost like you needed the time away as things were starting to churn and things were being created. So that was a kind of a good hiatus, I think. And let's kind of like backtrack a little bit, because since you've been back, you've had a variety of things going on.
I took Come Croon With Me up to the Deer Trees Theater in Maine. And that was my first time taking it out to a full-size theater stage. So that was fun. And Maine is obviously gorgeous. It's a historic theater. They tell us that that's the theater that inspired the in White Christmas, where the barn doors open in the back of the stage, because that's how that theater is built. So that was the first big thing, and went very well. We had a great audience and have already been invited back for next season. And then a few weeks ago, we went out to the new Feinstein's Club in Carmel, Indiana, at Hotel Carmichael. And I played 2 nights there, which was fantastic. The new room is gorgeous, and the staff treated us like royalty. And we had great audiences. I did 2 nights, like I said, and we had some of the big wigs from the hotel and from the American Songbook Foundation there, and everybody was over the moon. So we're between my manager Preston and my production manager Daniel, we are working on scheduling a spring tour, returning to Indiana, and then hopefully a few other stops.
Well, this is very exciting, Mark.
Yeah.
It's more than I actually realized was happening. When you're in these new locations around the country, do you notice any difference in terms of how the audience reacts and receives what it is that you do?
Certainly. I look through, what I'm doing, what I'm talking to the audience about, and adjust it slightly to fit. The New York audience might have more knowledge of the less known shows and stuff that are represented in my show. Somebody in Maine or Indiana probably hasn't heard of Golden Rainbow, but people in New York, some of them have.
How do things work out in terms of, so now you have had this long hiatus and you still need to vocalize, work with a vocal coach, maybe with your dance teacher, an acting coach. How does that all play out under the prevailing or past prevailing circumstances?
Well, I am very, very lucky that my mother is a pianist and a music teacher herself, a voice teacher. So I got to sing every day, basically. Anytime I wanted to, I would say, Mom, can we go sing? Sure, of course. And so as far as singing goes, that was covered. Half the time she asks me to sing, half the time I ask her to sing. And we also did a little web series of Mark and Mom. Of each week or every couple weeks, we put together a little performance and posted it on YouTube and Facebook and everything. And it was a lot of fun, collaborating with my mom, which we never really did in any real sense like that. And then while I was home, as you said, I got to keep my skills up. So I reached out to the ballet studio that I had danced at in high school and started taking classes again there. I started working with a personal trainer to keep my physicality, to keep it going and improve it, and have been able to continue that virtually since I got back, thankfully. And actually, a group of friends and I formed a little theater group that we met about once a month to work on acting skills, to play acting games and to do play readings and stuff like that.
You hear a lot of stories about many of our performers who kind of couldn't figure out what they were going to do with themselves, how they were going to do it. And, a lot of careers, I think, have fallen by the wayside, or certainly are waiting to be reignited. So
Yeah.
here you are, and you were igniting all that period of time, and now you're back like gangbusters. So it's just so great to hear all that. Let's that's a good idea. I think I'll do one of those too. Let's talk a little bit about what's coming up for you, because there's a lot.
Yes.
Start on column A, and then you can move along.
Sure. So the first thing coming is my show at the Green Room 42. I'm coming back with a new show, Back with a Beat. And there's some of our favorite material from the past couple shows that I've done, in addition to a few new things. And we've been working hard on it. And I think it's going to be, my manager says, this might be the best show you've ever done. So
I love it.
We always try to top ourselves each time we do a new show. So Joe that I've been working on as far as writing the show. So that's exciting.
So what's
I was on through the pandemic.
All right. So writing a show, are we talking about a book show, or are we talking about a new cabaret act, or what?
This is it's a new book musical. It's based on the writings of Oscar Wilde, and my friend Andrew Morrissey and I have been collaborating on the music and lyrics, and my manager Preston spearheading everything. And we just had a table read last week and went very well. We learned a lot about what we have and what we still need. So we're going to keep working on that, and we're planning to get it on a New York stage in 2022.
Does the show have a name?
A Wild Affair.
A Wild Affair. Okay. Yes. WILDE. Yes. Okay. Got it. All right. So what else do you want your audience to know about Mark William back here in New York, and then some?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I feel lucky that it feels like my momentum picked back up where it left off almost, which was a blessing, because being home and not knowing how things were going to go, if things were going to reopen, was pretty stressful. And so I have gotten a few things in the works. I filmed a 5-piece commercial shoot for a new app that allowed me to use some of my comedic skills and do a little Dick Van Dyke physical comedy action, which I always love. And I also have filmed some material for a new TV pilot, which I am the star of. And that's we've got more to do with that, but we're very excited about the possibilities with that. We've got some big name television people interested, and so if we can get the pilot to a place where we're happy with it, then hopefully it will move on from there.
Well, my goodness, that's certainly a lot of stuff that's going on. Who is the act going to be for? Can you tell
So
us?
it's a video editing that it's all about special effects. It's very very TikTok, that kind of type of stuff. All kinds of transformations and different fun stuff that you can do with your videos. So that was it was a blast.
Oh, that sounds great. Sounds like something I might want to try out myself.
Yeah.
So that's terrific. You'll let me know more about that. Let everybody know. So once again, can you just tell us all what, when, time, place, September 25th?
Sure. So the show is Mark William Back with a Beat on September 25th at 7 p.m. at the Green Room 42. And it's going to be a fabulous night.
Well, I know it will be. I mean, I can't wait to be there. And I have a feeling that a lot of this audience has the same feeling that I do. So Mark William, you're just an amazing person and a great performer. And I look forward to seeing you on September 25th at the Green Room 42.
Thank you so much, Sandy.
You're welcome.